Hey, Michelle, are you okay? What's this about being hospitalized? Answer me. Why aren't you responding?
Oh, Amy, thank you for checking your voicemail. Actually, I got a high fever of 104 degrees Fahrenheit. When I rushed to the hospital, they said I should stay admitted for a while.
What? 104 degrees? Why didn't you tell me earlier? You could have at least sent me a text message.
I'm sorry, everything happened so quickly. I didn't want to worry you while you were at school. I barely had time to grab my phone before they took me. The fever came on really suddenly during lunch. I was trying to protect you from worrying. I thought I could handle it myself, but it got worse so fast.
Well, I'm worried now. What exactly did the doctor say? Why didn't you notice earlier that you were getting sick? Were you just ignoring the symptoms? This is so like you, always waiting until things get bad. You should have said something sooner.
Besides the fever, apparently several of my vitals are low. Plus, my cough is pretty bad, and they say I'm developing pneumonia, so they want me to stay hospitalized. I thought it was just a cold at first, but it got worse really quickly. The doctors are running more tests. They're concerned about my oxygen levels. I really didn't expect it to be this serious.
Developing pneumonia? Is it that serious? So you don't know when you can be discharged from the hospital? This is so inconvenient. What am I supposed to do without you? I have my club activities this week. Who's going to drive me to practice? And what about my lunch for tomorrow?
I understand it's so sudden. The doctors are monitoring my condition closely. Maybe you could take the bus to practice, and I'm really sorry about the lunch.
Can't they just give you medicine and send you home? Why do you need to stay there? It's just a fever. Mrs. Smith next door had a fever last week and she was just fine. She didn't need to stay at the hospital. You're being so dramatic. Everyone gets fevers. You're acting like it's some huge deal.
The doctors can't say until my numbers improve, so I hate to ask, but could you manage on your own for a while? Your father's away for work, and though I contacted him, I think it would be difficult for him to come back. The doctors are worried about my oxygen levels. They want to monitor me overnight at least. I really wish I could come home, but they say it's not safe. I can barely walk to the bathroom.
What? Manage things on my own? Of course I can't handle that all of a sudden. You know I've never had to do things by myself. What am I supposed to do about dinner and breakfast and my laundry? You always take care of everything. I don't even know how to use the rice cooker. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to survive? Do you expect me to starve?
Don't worry, you're a high school student now. I left some money in the living room just in case. Could you use that for your meals for a while? The rice cooker has instructions on the side, and there are leftovers in the fridge from yesterday. You can heat them up in the microwave. I wrote down the settings. That's enough for 2 days.
No, that won't work even with money. You know I hate takeout and convenience store food. I don't want to gain weight, so I need low-fat, nutritionally balanced meals. I need you to cook for me like usual. I can only eat homemade cooked meals. Do you want me to get fat? My diet plan will be completely ruined. Do you know how many calories are in convenience store food? All my friends will notice if I gain weight. This is going to ruin everything.
Even if you say that, I'm hospitalized, so there's nothing I can do. I physically can't cook for you right now. Maybe you could try making a salad. There are pre-washed vegetables. The dressing is in the door of the fridge. You just need to put them together.
Then just leave the hospital. It's just a fever. You're being too dramatic. Come home right now. You're probably just laying there watching TV anyway. The hospital is boring, right? You'd be more comfortable at home. Stop being so selfish. Think about someone else for once. What kind of mother abandons their child? Are you enjoying your little vacation there? Must be nice to just lay around all day while I'm suffering here.
What? When I'm developing pneumonia? The doctors say I need to stay. My oxygen levels aren't good. They've hooked me up to monitors. I can barely breathe on my own. Please try to understand my condition.
You always overreact about your health. Remember when you thought you had the flu but it was just a cold? Remember that time you thought you sprained your ankle? It wasn't even swollen. You're such a hypochondriac. Remember the time you went to the doctor for a headache and it was just stress? You're always making things seem worse than they are. Always running to the doctor for nothing. Always making everyone worry for no reason. This is just like all those other times.
No, this time it's different, Amy. The doctors are very concerned. They've done several tests. This isn't like those other times. The x-rays show fluid in my lungs. My blood oxygen is dangerously low. They're talking about more aggressive treatment.
It's fine. Pneumonia is an old person's disease anyway. There's no way someone young like you would get it. Only grandparents get pneumonia. Besides, my friend's mom had pneumonia and she still cooked for her family. She didn't abandon her children. She's a real mom. She pushed through it. She didn't make excuses. She put her family first.
Young people can get pneumonia too. Plus, my cough is really bad and I don't want it to get worse. You want me to leave the hospital just to cook when I have a 104-degree fever? I can barely stand up. The nurses are monitoring me constantly.
But you're messaging by text right now. If you can move enough to do that with a 104-degree fever, there's no problem. Texting takes more energy than cooking. If you can type, you can cook. You're probably just lying in bed all day doing nothing anyway. Must be nice to have a vacation.
Huh?
Besides, my normal temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So 104 degrees is only like 5.4 degrees increase. You're making such a big deal over 5 degrees.
My normal temperature is 93.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Stop being so weak. You're just being lazy. A real mother wouldn't let a little fever stop her. Whatever, just discharge yourself and come home. There's not just cooking, but cleaning and laundry too. Lots to do. It's all part of your job as a housewife. Don't slack off just because of a fever. The house is getting messy. My uniform needs ironing. The bathroom needs cleaning.
But I'm feeling so ill. I can barely breathe properly.
I can't believe you're abandoning me like this. What kind of mother just leaves their child alone? A proper mother would never do this.
But
that's it! 0 points! This attention-seeking about being sick is super annoying. That's 0 points for making unacceptable comments as my mother.
What?
I mean, a grown adult who can't even manage their own health? It's unbelievable when you're supposed to be taking care of me. How can you take care of me if you can't take care of yourself? This is totally unprofessional. A real mother would push through this, but I guess I shouldn't expect that much from you. You're failing at the basics. Even if you come home now, you're getting 0 points for this week, Michelle. Your score is just dropping every minute. You'll never recover from this.
Amy, what exactly are these points you keep mentioning? I don't understand. What do you mean by 0 points?
Isn't it obvious? They're your points as a mother. Dad told me to send him scores about you. He wants regular reports. He needs to know how you're doing as a mother. I've been keeping track of everything you do, or don't do in this case. Every little thing gets scored. Every meal, every chore. I keep detailed notes. Dad reads everything.
What? Your father asked you to do this? To grade me? To spy on me? All this time?
Dad asked me before he left for his work assignment. He wanted me to tell him how things were going with you every week. So I've been scoring you and letting him know. Every single detail gets reported. Nothing escapes my attention. Everything all goes in the report. Every single mistake.
Wait a minute. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Kevin never mentioned anything about this. When did he ask you to do this? Why wouldn't he tell me? How long has this been going on?
Of course he hasn't mentioned this to you. That's the whole point of monitoring you. It wouldn't work if you knew about it. How else would we know if you're being a proper mother? I keep track of everything. Meals, cleaning, laundry, shopping, everything gets documented.
You've been doing this behind my back this whole time? All this time, everything I did was being scored? Every day? For how long?
Well, I can understand why Dad would worry. After all, you're just my stepmom. He wants to know if there's any trouble between us while he's gone. He needs to make sure you're treating me right. Can't trust a stepmom completely, right?
I understand that feeling, but secretly grading me, that's just... All this time I thought we were getting along. I tried so hard, every single day. I thought you were happy. I thought we were becoming closer as a family.
It's not really a secret anymore, though, is it? Now you know why you need to try harder. Maybe this will motivate you. You should be thanking me for helping you improve. This is for your own good. How else will you learn to be a proper mother? I'm doing you a favor, really. Now you know where you're failing. Oh my, but I never thought you'd actually score a 0, though. You're practically failing as a mother. When he sees this evaluation, he might even bring up divorce. You should be more careful. Dad takes these scores very seriously. He might even start looking for a better wife.
What did you say? A divorce? Just because I'm sick and hospitalized?
Dad really looks into these reports. He always asks for details. He reads every single word. He's probably already disappointed in you. If only I had my real mom! She definitely wouldn't get hospitalized even with a fever. She'd only do perfect 100-point mother actions. But since I only have a fake mom, of course she'd slack off and get hospitalized instead of taking care of me. My real mom would never let me down, unlike some people.
Please don't say such cruel things, Amy. I'm not getting hospitalized because I want to slack off. I'm staying in the hospital because the doctor says my condition is serious enough to require it.
So you're prioritizing what the doctor says over what I say? So my words are worth less than a doctor's? That's another 0-point statement as a mother. A good mother would prioritize her child's needs above everything else.
What?
Oh dear, poor unloved me. I might become depressed and turn into a shut-in. I wonder if someone who isn't even loved by their stepmom has any value in life.
Amy, please don't say such a thing.
Everyone at school will know how you abandoned me. Is that what you want? If you were entrusted with taking care of me, then fulfill your role properly. If you want to be my mother, get out of the hospital and make my dinner. Otherwise, I'm really going to send Dad that 0-point evaluation. I'm going to tell him everything about how you chose the hospital over me, how you left me all alone to starve. I bet he'll be really disappointed in you.
Michelle, are you feeling okay? I just got a call from the hospital too. Don't worry about things at home, just focus on getting rest first. Doctor said your condition is serious. He said your oxygen levels are concerning. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I've been so worried since I got the call. Why didn't Amy tell me how bad it was? I would have come home immediately.
Are you sure? With me in the hospital, Amy will be alone by herself. She's already upset about me being here hospitalized. She says I'm abandoning her. She's been sending me angry messages. She needs someone there. I feel so guilty about that.
It's not a big deal. Amy's in high school now. She can definitely manage living alone. She's old enough to take care of herself. I was already cooking for myself at her age. Who knows how to use the microwave, and there's plenty of food delivery services these days. There's even money in the emergency fund. He'll be fine for a few days. He needs to learn independence anyway. It might be a good opportunity for her. So stop worrying about her and focus on yourself.
But doesn't that make me a failure as a mother? Will I get divorced for scoring 0 points as a mother?
What do you mean? Points for what? And divorce? What are you talking about, Michelle?
A mother who can't even manage her health and ends up hospitalized. I guess neither Amy nor you need someone like me. Someone who can't even stay healthy. Who gets 0 points as a mother. Maybe Amy's right about everything. I'm just not good enough. I keep trying, but I always fail.
Michelle, you're scaring me. What's this about points, and what does that have to do with a divorce? Where's all this coming from? Has Amy been saying strange things? Tell me exactly what's happening. What has she been telling you? You're not making any sense.
Amy told me everything. You're having her grade me behind my back, aren't you? Having her secretly score how well I'm doing as a mother. Frankly, I find it really disgusting. How could you do this to me? All this time, every little thing I did was being judged. Every meal I cooked, every chore I did, everything was being scored and reported to you, like I was some kind of servant, being evaluated without knowing. How could you be so cruel?
What? Wait, this is a misunderstanding, Michelle. I never asked Amy to do anything like that. Please don't misunderstand. I would never do that to you. I trust you completely. Where is this coming from? Did Amy say something to you? What exactly did she tell you? Because this isn't true at all. I would never spy on you. I would never grade you. You're my wife, not an employee. I love and respect you.
What's there to misunderstand? Amy said she sends evaluations to you every week, and that it was on your instructions. She said you asked her to do this before you left. She's been scoring everything, reading every report, saying that you take it very seriously, that you're disappointed in me and might want a divorce, that I'm failing as a wife and mother.
What? It's all a misunderstanding, Michelle. I never asked her to do anything like that. Amy's been setting scores completely on her own. I would never do something so cruel to you. I would never spy on you like that. I love you and trust you completely.
Really?
Before I left, I just asked her to keep me updated on how things were going. Amy's in high school and she probably wouldn't contact me unless she needed something, right? But as a father working away from home, that made me sad. So I just asked her to let me know how things were going once a week. I never told her to strictly check and grade you.
So Amy misunderstood on her own?
I thought she was just joking around. Figured she was playing pretend as some kind of judge. I had no idea Amy was taking it this way. Amy made this all up. I'm so sorry she did this to you. We need to talk to her about this. This has to stop immediately.
So I won't get divorced even if Amy gives me 0 points for being hospitalized?
Of course not. Amy's always been strict for her checks, but I thought you were doing a great job. That's why I always replied to Amy saying Michelle deserved 100 points for working so hard.
Kevin...
I'm sorry Amy made you worry about so many things. Already not feeling well, this must have made you feel even worse.
Yes, it did. I was really torn between divorce and hospitalization.
Please stay in the hospital and rest without worrying. I'll talk to Amy. I'll even take some time off work and come back for a while.
Really?
I'll have a proper talk with Amy while you're in the hospital. I'll make sure you can live comfortably at home after you're discharged. So please focus on your treatment.
Hey, Michelle, it's already nighttime. I'm hungry. When are you going to come home? I've been waiting for hours. I'm so hungry that my stomach is growling. The fridge is totally empty except for some vegetables. There's nothing good to eat. I can't eat vegetables for dinner. That's not a proper meal. You know I need protein. How am I supposed to maintain my figure? What kind of mother leaves an empty fridge? Are you trying to starve me? This is what you call neglect, you know.
Unfortunately, I won't be coming home for a while. I've decided to stay in the hospital after all. The doctors say I need to stay. My condition hasn't improved enough. They're still monitoring my oxygen. The test results aren't good. I continue to need proper medical care here at the hospital.
Huh? What? You can't be serious. Stop joking around. I'm actually starving here. This isn't funny anymore. I need real food. Come home right now. Stop being so selfish. Think about me for once.
I'm sorry, but you'll need to manage food and daily life on your own. You can order delivery or make something simple. There are cooking videos online. The microwave instructions are on the fridge. You're old enough to do this on your own now.
You're just a stepmom. Do you think you can get away with that? If you really won't come home, I'm seriously going to send Dad that 0-point evaluation. I've been working on it all afternoon. I already drafted the message to him. Should I send it now? I wrote about how you're refusing to cook for your hungry daughter, how you abandoned me, how you're choosing the hospital over your family, how you're neglecting your duties, how you're being lazy, how you're failing as a mother, all of that.
Whatever, do as you like, but I'm definitely staying in the hospital. I need to focus on getting better. The doctors say it's important. My health has to come first right now. I can't risk getting worse. The pneumonia is serious.
A useless mother who abandons her daughter to go to the hospital. I don't need you anymore. I'll make Dad divorce you, so just disappear. If you're going to the hospital, don't ever come back to this house.
There you go with divorce again. I'm just going to the hospital because I'm sick.
You really don't want to get divorced, right, Michelle? Even though Dad has a kid from his previous marriage, he works for a big company and has money. Even I can see that Dad is handsome, so you don't want to let go of a husband like that. So you know what you need to do, right?
Amy.
So hurry up and discharge yourself from the hospital right now. Housekeepers get divorced if they slack off, you know? Dad always puts me first because I'm his daughter.
You're no longer my daughter.
Huh? Who is this? This should be Michelle's phone. Who's messaging from her phone? What's going on?
I can't believe you've been behaving like this all along. Until I saw the actual conversations, I couldn't believe it. And now I'm extremely disappointed. I've read everything you sent to Michelle, every single message, every threat you made. Just everything.
Wait, huh? Dad? Is that you? But why? I was talking to Michelle. Why do you have her phone? When did you get here? Are you at the hospital with her? Nobody told me you were coming. What's happening?
I came back urgently from my work assignment. When I heard my beloved wife had collapsed, I just couldn't keep working. I took the first flight I could get. I've been at the hospital for hours, reading every text, seeing how you've treated her, every cruel message.
Dad, that woman isn't worth your love. She's trying to get hospitalized and abandon me. It's totally unacceptable to slack off from taking care of me just because of a mere fever. You should tell her off too. You know how important my routine is. She's not doing her job. She's not good enough for our family. You deserve better than her.
It's not necessary, Amy. I've already arranged a new home for you. So don't worry about what comes next. Everything has been taken care of. The apartment is ready. Everything is set up for you to live there.
What? A new home? Oh, Dad, you're amazing! And you've already found a new wife? I knew it! You'd already figured out what a useless mother Michelle is! I knew you'd understand! You always know what's best!
What are you talking about, Amy? You'll be living in the newly arranged house all alone. Just you, by yourself. No new wife, no housekeeper. No one to take care of you. You'll learn to be independent, starting tomorrow.
Huh? Just me? What do you mean all alone? You can't be serious. This is a joke, right? You wouldn't do this to me. I'm your own daughter.
I'm not divorcing Michelle, and there's no new wife. You're going to live alone in the apartment I've arranged. You'll do all the cooking, laundry, and cleaning all by yourself from now on.
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean that I'm suddenly living alone? You can't do this. This isn't funny, Dad. I'm only in high school. You can't just throw me out.
Your father works for a big company and has money, right? You can easily arrange an apartment for my daughter to live alone. It comes fully furnished with appliances so you can move in right away. Pack your things and get moving. Isn't that what you kept telling Michelle? About how successful I am? About my money? The moving company will be there tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Don't make them wait.
Just wait a minute. First, explain properly. Why do I have to live alone? I can't live by myself. I don't know how to do anything. Who's going to take care of me? You can't do this. I'm your daughter.
I'm doing this because Michelle doesn't need you.
Huh? What are you saying?
She doesn't need an ungrateful daughter. Michelle didn't marry me for this. She doesn't have to forgive everything you say just because she's your mother. Amy, live alone for a while. It's for your re-education. It's time you learn some responsibility. Time you understood what it means to take care of yourself. Maybe then you'll appreciate what others do for you.
No, this makes no sense at all. What do you mean Michelle doesn't need me? Michelle is your wife and my stepmom. Taking care of me is her job. This is so infuriating. You can't just throw me away like this. I'm your daughter.
Amy, isn't that what you said to Michelle? That you don't need her and she should leave? Did you say to others what you couldn't stand being said to yourself? How does that feel? To be the one who's not needed. To be the one who's told to leave.
But that was different. I was just upset. I didn't mean it like that. You can't punish me for that.
I've seen all your conversations. How dare you act so high and mighty after all she's done for you? Thanks to your strict grading, I know how hard Michelle's been working. Every single report showed her dedication. Even your complaints prove how much she did for you. 3 meals a day, perfect lunches every day, clean uniforms, everything you demanded.
But I was just doing what you wanted.
Keeping the house spotless, cooking 3 nutritionally balanced meals from scratch every day, and doing all the other housework properly too. There's no other mother who would devote herself this much to one daughter. But what's with your attitude? This how you repay her? After everything she's done for you?
What? Why are you being so mean? I did what you told me to do, grading her and reporting how things were going. So why aren't you on my side? I was just being thorough. I wanted to make sure she was doing things right. I'm your real daughter. She's just someone you married. You're supposed to choose me.
I never asked you to do that. I just wanted to know if you two were getting along well. I never said anything about checking everything and giving grades. I wanted to know if you were happy, if you were bonding.
Huh? But I thought...
My precious wife might get depressed if she stays with someone like you. She might end up shutting herself in her room, not wanting to be graded anymore. Before that happens, Amy, you're the one who needs to leave. This is a father's order. Just pack your things right now.
Hey, why haven't you contacted me since getting out of the hospital? Normally you'd contact your daughter right away. Why aren't you coming to clean? It's been 2 whole weeks. You can't ignore me forever. I've been eating convenience store food for 2 weeks. My skin is breaking out. I've probably gained weight. My uniform is all wrinkled because I don't know how to iron. Everyone at school noticed. This is humiliating. You have to help me.
Huh? So you've been managing on your own? How is that working out? Are you learning?
There's no way I can suddenly live alone. I've never cooked or done laundry before, so come help me right now. I know you've been discharged. The apartment is a mess. Everything's dirty. There's dust everywhere. At least teach me how to use the washing machine. I ruined my favorite sweater. Nothing works right. I don't understand any of these appliances. The microwave keeps beeping. The vacuum cleaner smells weird.
I'm sorry, Amy. I have been discharged, but Kevin strictly told me not to help you. This is part of your learning experience. You need to figure things out yourself. Like you said, you're almost an adult. Time to act like one. Time to learn about responsibility.
What? Dad said that? He can't be serious about this punishment. He's being unreasonable. Tell him to stop this. You can change his mind.
Unfortunately, I can't, so don't rely on me and do your best alone. These days, you can find how to do cooking, cleaning, and laundry on social media. I'm sure you can figure it out if you look there. There are lots of tutorial videos. You're smart enough to learn by just looking at them. You can handle this.
Don't mess with me, you old hag! What kind of mother are you? This isn't what mothers do! You're horrible! You're enjoying all of this, aren't you? You're getting revenge!
What? Old hag? Is this how you treat people? Think about your behavior.
Dad's gone back to his work assignment, right? So if you help me a little, he won't know. But you're being stupidly honest and won't help me. What the hell? He'll never find out. Just come over once. You're being so mean.
Amy, please calm down. Name-calling won't help. You need to learn independence. This is for your own good. These are life skills you need. Everyone has to learn sometime.
If you won't help me, I'll call you an old hag forever. I'll never treat you like a mother. Is that okay? When I get married in the future, I definitely won't invite you to my wedding. I'll make sure you regret this. You'll be sorry.
Well, that's such a relief. For a bratty kid like you, you're saying some nice things. That will make things so much easier for me.
Huh? What do you mean? You're supposed to be upset. Why aren't you worried?
Call me an old hag or whatever you like. I'll call you a brat in return, so we're even. Let's get along with our mutual name-calling. It's quite freeing, actually. No more pretending.
What? This isn't how you usually talk. What happened to you?
Never treating me like a mother, was it? Please, do as you like. You've never really treated me like a proper mother anyway. I don't think I'd feel any emotion or attachment at a brat's wedding. It would probably be awkward anyway. One less social obligation to worry about. Less stress for me.
Wait a minute. Why aren't you hurt? Why are you happy about this? Shouldn't this be where you say things like, don't be so cold, or please don't hate me, I'll apologize? Shouldn't you be desperately apologizing to me? This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why aren't you begging for forgiveness?
Nope. I have no need to apologize to a brat. If you understand, go clean your room or something. You've got lots to do. Time's wasting.
What's with that attitude? Where did the usual kind Michelle go? You're acting weird. This isn't like you. Oh, maybe they gave you weird drugs at the hospital? Or the high fever damaged your brain and created a second personality? That has to be it. You're not thinking straight.
You have a normal temperature, but your brain seems damaged. I wonder if modern medicine has any treatment for that, though I doubt there's any medicine for severe attitude problems like yours.
Huh? You can't talk to me like this. Stop it!
The usual kind me is gone. Kevin told me don't push yourself anymore, so I've decided not to push myself and just say what I want to say. No more pretending to be perfect. I should have done this sooner. Much sooner.
So that's why you're calling me a brat? What kind of mother talks like that? How can an adult say such things to a child?
I don't want to hear that from someone who called me an old hag. High school students are practically adults already. Fix yourself before criticizing others, you brat.
What? I'm just a high school student. High school students are adults, but still children. We're in puberty and rebellion. We get special allowances. We're allowed to call our parents old hags. It's a normal phase. Everyone knows teenagers can say whatever they want. All my friends talk to their parents like this. You're supposed to be patient.
No, you're not, you brat. They get those allowances because their parents are extremely generous. It's because of years of built-up love and affection. But we don't have that kind of loving history between us, do we? You made sure of that with your constant scoring system, with your daily criticism.
Huh? But that's not fair! You're being mean!
In this situation, your insults just make me angry. Every time you throw verbal abuse at me, I like you less. I find it harder and harder to think of you as cute. Each cruel word pushes me further away. It's quite simple, really. Actions have consequences.
You think that way because we're not blood related. You're just a stepmom after all. You think that way because you're not my real mother. Of course you don't understand. A real mother would love me no matter what I say.
Then would you like to hear what your father said? Your real father? I can't find her cute anymore. If she doesn't change, I might start hating her. That's what he said before returning to his work assignment. Those were his exact words. He's quite disappointed. He's ashamed of your behavior.
That's a lie. No way. Dad would never say something like that. You're making this up. He loves me. He's my real dad. You're just trying to hurt me.
Think carefully about the current situation one more time. Why were you made to live alone? What made Kevin angry? If you can't realize it now, you might lose your family. Look at where your actions led.
No way. but I didn't mean to. Things weren't supposed to be like this.
I can't help you directly, but I can give you tips about housework, so try your best on your own for a while longer. That's all I can say to you. The choice is yours now. You can learn and grow, or you can stay exactly as you are. You can become better, or remain stuck. It's all up to you. After that, Amy has been quietly trying her best with living alone. Once, she tried to rebel by saying, "I'll just enjoy my free and easy solo life. Who cares about Dad and Michelle?" and invited her high school friends over. But they were completely put off, saying, "Ew, what's with this trash heap? You really live here?" This created an awkward atmosphere at school. That incident became a turning point, and she started occasionally asking me for housework tips, making sure to properly thank me each time. While we're not yet a close-knit family, I hope we can gradually, little by little, grow closer together.
Sarah, it's been a while. I have some news to share. You're free right now, aren't you?
Hi, Emma. I'm on my work break right now. Should I call you?
Oh, no need. I don't really like phone calls. Let's just keep chatting over text like this.
You never used to mind phone calls before.
People change. Besides, texting is more convenient. You can respond whenever you want, like when you're not too busy with work, which seems to be never these days. I miss our long phone calls, though. Remember when we'd talk for hours? Back when you were fun.
All right, so what's this news about?
Hold on, I want to catch up first. We haven't talked in forever. You never respond to my messages these days. Remember when we used to chat every day? Now I'm lucky if I get one message a week from you. Are you really that busy, or are you avoiding me?
Actually, I've been really busy with work. The company's going through some changes.
Work, work, work. That's all you ever talk about. You're becoming such a boring adult. Remember when you used to be fun? We used to go shopping together all the time. Now you never have time.
Things change when you have responsibilities.
You sound just like Mom when you say that. Always so serious now. Speaking of responsibilities, have you and Mike had any kids yet? You should have by now, right? I mean, you've been married for almost 5 years. All your college friends have kids already. Even Linda had twins last year. And Meg just had her second, right? Don't you feel left behind?
We did just hit our 5-year mark, but no kids yet. As I've said before, when you asked, we're currently not in a financial position for that. We've discussed it as a couple and decided to wait for a while.
But you've been saying that for years now. What are you waiting for? To be millionaires? Still not financially stable, even though you both work? How incompetent are you two at making money? Everyone has kids without being rich. Look at Meg. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband supports the whole family. That's how it should be.
But there are various circumstances.
What circumstances could possibly be keeping you from having kids? You're not getting any younger. Do you want your kids to call you grandma? Time isn't going to wait for you. Your biological clock is ticking.
We have our own reasons. I'd rather not discuss about them now.
Have you even gotten checked? I can introduce you a good doctor.
That's inappropriate, Emma.
Just asking. I'm concerned about my sister's fertility. As your sister, I have the right to know. You're being so secretive. Why won't you tell me anything anymore? We used to share everything. Now you're like a stranger.
Anyway, what's your news?
Oh, right, my news. Actually, it's pretty amazing news. Like, life-changing amazing. Want to guess? No? Fine, I'll tell you. I'm actually pregnant.
What? Pregnant? Wait, aren't you still single?
Yeah, so what? And I don't plan on getting married either. Marriage is so old-fashioned anyway. Only boring people get married these days. No offense to you and Mike, but really, who needs marriage? It just ties you down, makes everything so complicated. Look how stressed you are all the time.
So, you're planning to be a single mother?
What else would I be? It's the modern way. At least I'll actually be a mother. Unlike some people, I've always been better at getting what I want. Always have been, always will be. Remember how I always got what I wanted from my mom and dad? Still do.
So, who's the father of the child?
Not sure, actually. I have 5 boyfriends, so it could be any of them.
What? 5 boyfriends?
Unlike you, I'm actually popular. Men just naturally gravitate to me. They all adore me. I could probably get any of them to marry me if I wanted. They're all really successful too. One's a doctor. Another works in finance. They all make amazing money, but marriage would just tie me down. I like having options. Freedom is important. You wouldn't understand being tied down and all.
Do any of them know about each other?
Who cares? They're all basically the same anyway. Men are so simple.
Do they know you're pregnant?
I haven't told them yet. Might tell the richest one it's definitely his. He'd probably be thrilled. He's always talking about wanting a family. He even owns his own company, has this huge house, perfect for raising a child, much better than your situation.
Emma, that's not right.
Oh, please, don't lecture me about what's right. You're just jealous because I'm doing things my way. At least I'm giving our parents a grandchild. They'll be so happy, unlike you, who keeps disappointing them. Mom cries about not having grandchildren, you know. Dad, too. They tell me all the time.
Really? Does anyone else know about your pregnancy?
Actually, you're the first one I'm telling, because you're my favorite sister-in-law. Well, my only sister-in-law, that is. Aren't you honored? I could have told Mom first, but I chose you. That shows how much I care about you, even though you never have time for me. Even though you're always too busy with things, I still chose you first.
Well, I appreciate that. When did you find out about this?
Oh, just a while ago. I wanted to be absolutely sure. You know how these things can be. Had to be certain before telling anyone. Anyway, since it would be tough to handle the birth alone, I'm thinking of moving back home. I've already started packing. My apartment lease is ending soon anyway.
What? Moving back home? You mean to our parents' house?
What else would moving back home mean? Don't be dense, Sarah. It's the perfect solution. Free childcare. Mom's always wanted a baby in the house. She'll be so excited, finally getting her wish to come true, unlike what you've given her.
Actually, that might be a bit difficult.
Why? There's enough room in the house, right? Plenty of space for everyone. My baby needs some space to grow, to play, and to be happy.
Have you told your mother and father about this yet?
I'm going to tell them, but hey, since you live near them now, I wanted to let you know first. I'll be counting on you to help me out. You can babysit whenever I need a break. It'll be good practice for when you finally have your own baby, if you ever do, at your age.
Help you out, but Mike and I are barely home because of work.
Well, that's why you can't have kids. Mike should get a better job if he has to work so much. What kind of husband is never home? My boyfriends all have time for me, even with their successful careers. Maybe Mike's just avoiding you.
His job isn't the issue.
Then what is? You're both so mysterious about everything. You never tell me anything anymore. We used to share everything. Now you're all secretive about your life.
No, it's not like that. I'm just concerned about you and your baby's future. How are you planning to raise a child alone? Emma, what about your job?
Well, I quit. It wasn't fulfilling anyway. Who needs a job when you have family? That's what family is for, to support each other. Unlike how you support Mom and Dad.
What? You quit? You're joking, right? How are you planning to support yourself and the baby?
Well, I had really bad morning sickness, and going to work was such a drag, so I just quit. I couldn't handle the stress anymore. Besides, my boss was being totally unreasonable. He was so mean to me, expected me to show up on time, like I wasn't growing a human inside of me. So inconsiderate.
How unreasonable was he?
He wouldn't let me come in late even though I was sick every morning. Can you believe that? And he got mad when I took too many breaks to rest. Just no sympathy at all. He even complained about my phone use, said I was distracted. As if I could focus with my condition.
Did you tell him you were actually pregnant?
No way! He would have made me do all sorts of paperwork. So much hassle. It was easier to just quit. Besides, I'm going to be a mom now. That's the most important job in the world. More important than your office job. More important than money.
I see. But wait, did you say bad morning sickness? Emma, how many months pregnant are you?
I think about 7 months or so. Time really flies. It feels like yesterday. When I first saw the test. Such a magical moment.
What? 7 months? And you haven't told anyone until now?
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure it would stick before telling anyone. Like I said, morning sickness was just horrible. I could barely function. I was throwing up every single day. It was so exhausting. I could barely get out of bed.
Well, 7 months is really far along. Have you been getting proper prenatal care?
Of course! What kind of mother do you think I am? I've been to the doctor and everything. The baby is perfectly healthy. No problems at all. The baby is already kicking. Want to feel her move? Oh wait, you're too busy with work. Always too busy for family.
Well, glad to know the baby is in good condition.
So, anyway, I'm planning to move back next week. I've already started packing boxes. My lease ends at the end of the month anyway. Already gave notice. I can't wait to be home in my old room with Mom and Dad. And you nearby to help.
Next week? Wait, that's so sudden.
Why is it sudden? The baby's coming in 2 months. She needs her own nursery. I need time to set up and get ready for this. For the nursery, I'm thinking of pink walls with white furniture. Mom will love decorating it with me. We can go shopping together, like old times, when it used to be fun.
Emma, there's something you need to know.
Mom and Dad will be thrilled to have their first grandchild. Unlike someone, I can actually give them a grandchild to hold. It's funny how I'm having a baby before you guys, even though you're the older ones who should have had kids first. They've waited so long for grandchildren. Mom's going to be the best grandmother.
I told you, we have our reasons for not having children yet.
You keep saying that, but for what reasons? Money can't be that tight. You both have jobs. You're making excuses for not being able to have kids. I got pregnant right away, so there's nothing wrong with our family's genes. The problem must be with you. Maybe you're just too stressed, or maybe Mike's working too hard. Or maybe you're just not trying, not really trying, because you're selfish.
That's not how it works, Emma.
Well, whatever. I'm planning to move on Thursday next week, so you and Mike need to help with the move. I can't lift anything heavy because of the baby. I remember that Mike has a truck, right? He can take the afternoon off from work to move things for me. One afternoon won't kill him, unless he's avoiding family again, like you both always do.
But both Mike and I work on weekdays. Besides, you talk about moving like it's simple, but there's something we've never told you.
Huh? What are you being so dramatic about? Just tell me. You always do this. Always making everything complicated when it's so simple.
Well, actually, we're currently living with your mother and father.
What? Living with my parents? What's that about? I never heard about this. Mom said you guys just live nearby. When did this happen? Why didn't anyone tell me this? How long have you been living there? Is this some kind of joke? Why would you keep this from me? From your own sister-in-law?
There are certain circumstances why we're living together.
What circumstances? Why is everything always so complicated with you? Don't tell me you were so broke you had to beg Mom and Dad to take you in. And living together? That house isn't even that big. Where am I supposed to stay? I was planning to live there permanently after moving back. This ruins everything. My perfect plan is ruined. Why didn't anyone tell me? How could you keep this from me? All this time, everyone lying to me.
Emma, it's not like that. Maybe we should discuss this in person.
No, I want answers now. I deserve to know everything. How long have you been living there with them?
That's complicated.
Everything is complicated with you. Why can't you just give me a straight answer? I can't believe everyone kept this from me. My own family. How could you all lie to me? What else are you hiding? Mom always acts like everything is normal when we talk. Dad never mentioned anything about this either. I'm your sister-in-law. I had a right to know. Every time I contacted you, all lies, every single time. Do you know how disappointing this is to me?
That's why I think we should properly discuss things with your parents and everyone first, before moving forward with the move and returning to your parents' home.
No, that's impossible. I have no time for that. The contract for our current house ends this month.
So that's why it's next week.
We have to move out within a week, and at this point, we can't just decide not to move. Please do something about this, Sarah.
Even if you say that it's...
Fine, I'm telling Mom.
Sarah, did you hear from Emma? She's coming back home pregnant. Can you believe that? Yes, I just got the news that she'll be raising the child alone. What are you saying? She won't be alone. She has me, and she has you too. You're counting me in this too? Of course, as a daughter-in-law of this family, it's natural to help her out in this situation. Since you and my son don't have children and won't give us grandchildren, you should at least help take care of Emma and her baby. Take care? She'll be living with us after all. But what about the living expenses if Emma lives here? And where would she stay in the first place? We'll just use your room for her. She'll need space when the baby comes, right? But the room that was originally 2 separate rooms for the siblings, which had the wall removed when we moved in to make one room, right? That's the room my husband and I are using now. All other rooms are either yours or you and your husband's hobby rooms.
Where are we supposed to live now in this situation?
We have foldable mattresses, so the living room should be fine for you two, right? You wake up earlier anyway, and you're the last to go to bed. I don't think it would be a problem to lay those foldable mattresses in the living room.
I actually wake up early because I make breakfast, and I stay up late because of work or housework. Besides, there would absolutely be no privacy in the living room. We don't come home just to sleep. We need our private space as well.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have any other rooms. There's nothing we can do about it.
You're going to have to either tell Emma she can't come back for the birth, or you arrange the environment so she can.
But we're too busy to help. She says she needs to move soon, so you older ones need to endure this, for the sake of her and the grandchild who represent the future, okay?
I think you're actually the older ones here.
We're elderly. You need to respect your elders.
But this happened because you wanted to hide our living arrangement from Emma, right?
Well, it would have been troublesome to tell her, right?
Weren't you the one who lied about us living near the house because Emma rarely comes home? You even made us keep quiet about it.
That's true, but grandchildren are important, right?
Do you even understand the current situation? We can't support one more person, let alone two, when the baby comes. It's obvious our living situation will become difficult for all of us.
This is where you two working people need to step up. Think of it as filial piety.
What? Filial piety?
Oh, but we need to make it look like we're actually supporting her.
What are you saying?
Well, as parents, we don't want to look bad in front of our daughter. We want her to keep thinking we're ideal parents. We want the grandchild to think we're good grandpa and grandma too. So I'm counting on you, Sarah. Think of it as good practice for when you get pregnant and give birth. Please support Emma and her baby.
Wait a minute. Let's all talk about this properly, with everyone. Barbara! It's been a month since we started living together, and honestly, you two really don't care about Mom and Dad at all. I've been watching how you treat them all this time. It's just disgraceful. The way you ignore them, the way you avoid family meals, the way you lock yourselves away.
Where is this coming from?
Do you know how much they've done for you? They gave us everything. Unlike me, you can't give them grandchildren. You're barely home, and you don't even show filial piety. You barely help Mom with housework. You should be grateful they even accepted you as their daughter-in-law. Mom has to do everything herself. Well, you're off at your precious job. Some daughter-in-law you are.
I'm busy with work, so can we talk about this later?
Oh, always with the work excuse. That's all you ever say. Work, work, work. Mom says you don't even eat dinner with them anymore. What kind of daughter doesn't eat with family? How cold you are.
That's because I work late shifts.
But Mike doesn't either. He's never here. Mom cries about it, you know?
He has his own work schedule too.
You're both being so selfish, living here rent-free and can't even have dinner together with family. Do you know how lonely they are? You know what Mom told me? She's so disappointed in you both.
What?
That you locked your bedroom door before. What kind of family locks doors? It's so suspicious. What are you hiding? What could be so secret from your own family?
We value our privacy.
Privacy from your own family? What kind of things are you doing that need privacy? What are you protecting? What's so precious?
It's nothing. We just want privacy, that's all.
But if we end the conversation here, I won't tell you where I took your belongings. I did you a favor, really. Since you love privacy so much, now you can have all the privacy you want. Somewhere else.
What? Our belongings? Emma, what did you do with our stuff?
I contacted an ex-boyfriend from high school who has a truck. We moved all your stuff to a storage unit. He was happy to help. Everything's safe and sound there.
What? So there's none of our belongings left in the house? You deliberately moved them out? Why did you do this without telling us? Did your parents approve this?
Well, you two were just taking up space and being a nuisance. Mom and Dad will agree anyway. After all, unlike you, I'm the righteous heroine carrying their first grandchild. We decided to kick out the useless couple who can't even have kids. Parasites who can't even earn enough despite both working can make do with a shabby apartment. The baby needs space and proper family who care about her, not selfish aunt and uncle who are never home, who lock their doors, who hide away, who don't contribute, who don't appreciate family.
I see. Good job.
That's all you have to say? No anger? Aren't you going to beg to come back?
No.
You brought this on yourself. You had it coming. You should have treated Mom and Dad better. Now you'll learn what it's like without their support. Maybe you'll appreciate family more. They gave you everything. And this is how you repay them? With coldness. You deserve this, you know.
Are you done? Have you said everything you wanted to say?
For now, but don't think this is over. You'll regret treating Mom and Dad like this. They deserve better than you. At least they have me now, their good daughter. Are you crying about your poor living conditions yet? Too bad you don't have Mom and Dad support anymore. You were living so comfortably on their dime. Now it's my turn to be supported by them. How's your life in that cheap apartment? Missing home-cooked meals? Must be hard after being pampered for so long.
Oh, so you'll be supporting them now? Really? That's great. Then I won't feel bad about selling the house.
Huh? What did you just say? Sell the house? What are you talking about? Mom and Dad will support me and the baby. You don't have any right to sell the house. Stop making stupid jokes. You can't sell what isn't yours. This is their house, my parents' home. They've lived there forever.
What are you talking about? The house is actually in Mike's name now.
Huh? What do you mean? It's not Mike's house. That's impossible. You are lying. Mom and Dad would never. Stop lying to me. They wouldn't give away their house to Mike.
Since they said they wanted to be good parents to you, I thought they probably never told you anything negative about themselves. And sure enough, they really didn't tell you.
Hey, what's going on? Explain what's happening here.
When Mike and I got married about a year in, your mother and father asked us to move in with them.
What? Didn't you guys ask to move in? Stop lying. They would have told me if they asked you to move in. Mom tells me everything. She always has.
Your parents actually couldn't keep up with their debts anymore. They couldn't pay the remaining mortgage or car payments.
What debts? Since when do they have debts? You're making this all up. They never mentioned about any debts to me. They're fine financially.
So that means you don't even know about your father getting fired, do you?
What? Fired? That can't be true.
Did you ever wonder how he could afford retirement?
But he said he had savings. He even showed me his bank book. He has plenty of money. Stop trying to make Dad look bad. He worked hard, and he saved well.
Did you check the date on that bank book?
What are you talking about? Why would I check the date? Stop being cryptic.
It happened about 10 years ago. Apparently, he'd been living on odd jobs and loans to pay for living expenses and loan payments, but obviously that couldn't last. That's when they asked us to move in with them, all while keeping it a secret from you.
No, you're making this up. You're just trying to hurt me. They wouldn't hide something important like this from me. But wait a minute, getting fired and having debts? If that's true, then that means the real parasites weren't you guys, but Mom and Dad.
I'd rather not use that word since it's not very nice, but yes, we took over all their debts and mortgage payments and moved in to help them out financially. We thought your father just went a bit overboard with spending after losing his job, and we saw it as a way of showing filial piety.
Where does that money come from?
Where do you think?
And then, don't tell me. It can't be.
Well, it turned out your father had a gambling addiction and your mother was a shopaholic. Even after we moved in, they wouldn't work, and honestly, it was really difficult.
No way! So the reason you couldn't have kids was because you were supporting them financially? All this time? Continuing to pay their debts?
Yes, Mike and I make decent money, but we have too many expenses now. Until you came, we kept our money safe by locking our room, but after you forced us to stay in the living room, money started disappearing from our wallets every day.
What? That's impossible! They wouldn't steal, not from their own children!
Thank goodness we moved our bank book somewhere safe. At least we had enough savings left for moving and starting our new life.
Mom and Dad wouldn't. That's a lie. They're such good parents. They've always taken care of us, given us everything we needed, loved us, protected us.
To you, maybe, but for us?
What's that supposed to mean? They love us equally. They've always said so. Always shown it.
Who do you think paid for all your shopping trips with Mom?
Mom did, with her credit card. She always pays for everything.
Actually, with our credit card.
No.
Everything was, because we covered their debt payments and loan payments. Both the house and car are in Mike's name now, and we're going to sell both.
Wait, if you sell them, where are we supposed to live from now on?
Well, you're just going to have to figure that out with your parents.
What? You can't do this to us. I'm about to have a baby. This is just bad timing. The nursery is almost ready. What about Mom and Dad? What about my baby? She needs a home. You can't just throw us out.
That's not my problem to solve. After all, your mother and father don't have any income, right? They're probably still taking out loans as we speak. We've stopped letting them have credit cards, but I'm sure they're still borrowing money from somewhere we don't know about.
But there must be some savings left, like Dad's retirement money and their pension, something, anything.
And just so you know, don't try to count on help from your neighbors or relatives.
Why? The neighbors love Mom and Dad. They're always praising them.
Because your parents already borrowed money from neighbors and relatives too, and never paid them back.
What? That would make everyone hate them. How could they do such a thing?
Mike and I have been going around apologizing and paying back everyone one by one, so they all know about the situation. When we went to tell the neighbors we were moving out of the house because we got kicked out, they all congratulated us, saying, "You finally escaped from this situation."
What? Are Mom and Dad really that bad? I never knew. Never noticed this after all these years.
Your parents seem to think young people should shoulder all the money and work. Your father's favorite phrase is, "We supported America during the economic boom." Haven't you heard it?
Well, he did say they made America wealthy, but I thought it was just a joke. He does say that all the time. I just never realized he was serious.
And your mother's catchphrase is, "I raised one son and one daughter and was a full-time housewife working 24/7, so now it's time to enjoy my well-deserved rest." That's why she made me do all the housework.
But Mom was doing housework. I saw her running the washing machine while you were at work after I moved in. She always seems busy, always moving around, always doing something. She told me she does everything, that you never help her out with the chores.
That's not true. She just turns on the washing machine whenever she feels like it, but doesn't hang the clothes or fold them. Since I get home late, I end up having to rewash the clothes that have been sitting in the machine for hours, then hang them, fold them, and iron them. Mike helps out with that too.
What's the point of that? She's just creating extra work.
If we're lucky with the timing, it's fine, but during the rainy season or midsummer, the clothes left in the machine get absolutely horrible. No matter how many times we asked, she wouldn't stop just pressing the button to make it look like she was doing housework.
What about meals? Mom prepared those, right?
She just reheated what I cooked for her.
Just that?
Before you came back, she wouldn't even reheat things. She wouldn't even step into the kitchen. If Mike or I were around, she'd make one of us do even simple things like getting tea.
What? With no money and no housework, what's going to happen to my life? I can't raise a baby in a situation like this. I don't have any savings. I just quit my job. The baby's coming soon. I need a home. I need support.
They're not going to start working now, so you'll have to work hard to fill the role we've been playing.
No, that's impossible. I'm pregnant. I can't work. I can't do everything you did. I need help.
They were reluctant to let us leave the house all this time, so I'm actually grateful you kicked us out.
Wait, about that. I didn't mean to. Sarah, please come back with Mike. If we get rid of Mom and Dad's hobby room, everyone can have their own room, and we can all live together. We can make everything work out. Please, let's live together. I'll help this time. I promise I'll be different. I'll get a job after the baby. I'll learn to cook. I'll do housework. I'll do anything.
You expect us to come back knowing we'd have to shoulder all the financial and housework burden for you and your parents? Besides, we've already started the process of selling the house and car. Either way, you won't be able to live in that house anymore.
Then at least let me stay with you and Mike in your new place. I'll at least help with the housework. I'll pay rent. Well, after the baby. Please, Sarah, I'll be good. I won't cause any trouble. I'll do whatever you say.
The fact that you say help with housework shows you have no intention of being self-sufficient, so I'll have to decline. Now we can finally live as a couple, so we're going to live our own life from now on. You're going to be a mother too, so you need to become stronger.
I can't possibly work now. If I had known this would happen, I should have at least trapped the richest guy by lying about the baby being his. He would have taken care of everything. It's not too late. I could still call him and tell him it's his baby. He'd believe me. He wants a family anyway.
Listen, Emma, work hard for your child's sake. Don't make your child unhappy. As a mother, you need to put your child's happiness first.
But how? I don't have a job or any money saved. I don't have any skills. I can't do this alone. I'm terrified. What will happen to us and my baby?
That's not our problem anymore. Figure that out yourself. Well then, I wish you good luck.
Wait, Sarah, please don't abandon me like this. Forget about Mom and Dad. Please help me. I'm sorry about everything I said to you. Please pick up. I don't know what to do. I need you. Sarah, please help me.
My husband and I cut ties with our parents and Emma, who ended up moving to a cheap one-room apartment after the house was put up for sale. After giving birth, Emma quietly escaped from her parents and is now working hard as a single mother. Her parents continue their borrowing habits and are still deep in debt, with government offices frequently trying to contact them. Mike legally became part of my family to completely sever ties with his parents.
You can't attend the wedding all soaked like that. You should just go home. Don't worry about the ceremony.
What the hell are you doing? You suddenly throw beer on me and kick me out, and then you have the nerve to tell me not to worry after you did this?
Excuse me, I should be the one asking what's wrong with you. Coming to a wedding looking like that is completely unacceptable.
What? I'm wearing a perfectly normal dress. It's not white, and it's not overly revealing.
The dress isn't the problem. You are.
What do you mean?
Are you serious? You look absolutely ridiculous with all that fat hanging off you.
Excuse me?
Did you even look in a mirror before coming here?
I spent hours getting ready for your wedding. I wanted to look nice for your special day.
I completely panicked when I saw how you looked. I didn't even have time to figure out how to turn you away, so throwing beer on you was my only option. You obviously can't attend while soaking wet.
That's why you threw beer on your high school classmate? And here I was, trying to celebrate your wedding.
Don't act like you're the victim here. You're the one who showed up looking like this.
Like what exactly? What's so wrong with how I look?
I don't want congratulations from some fat, ugly girl. You used to be thin and pretty in high school. I never imagined you'd turn into such an eyesore.
Ugly? I mean, sure, I've gained about 45 pounds since high school, but I was in the basketball team then, and it was probably too skinny. I actually prefer my current body.
Well, I hate how you look now.
What?
You really don't get it, do you? This is my day.
I know it's your wedding day. That's why I'm here.
I finally managed to marry an elite lawyer from a top firm. I scored big with a handsome, high-earning total catch. And you're going to ruin my chance to show off my perfect wedding by being there? Just having you in the venue is embarrassing. People might think I'm friends with someone ugly.
Are you serious?
Do you know how many strings I had to pull to get all the perfect guests here?
Perfect guests?
Ugh, what did you think I invited you for? High school Rachel was thin, stylish, pretty, and popular with everyone. I thought I could show you off, but you're completely useless now.
That's why you invited me? We gradually lost touch after high school, but I always thought we were friends. That's why I was so happy when I got your wedding invitation.
So we're being honest now, I never actually thought of you as a friend.
What?
You really believed we were friends? How naive can you be?
We spent 3 years together in high school.
I only hung out with you because you were pretty and looked like a model. It had perks for me. Teachers were nice to me, and I could date cute guys thanks to you.
So, you were using me this whole time?
Why else would I be friends with you? Sure, you looked good, but you were boring and quiet on the inside. If you weren't pretty, I wouldn't have bothered being your friend.
I can't believe this.
Those lunches we ate together, the club activities, all just to be seen with a pretty girl.
I trusted you.
So now that you're fat and ugly, I'm done with you. I don't want people thinking I'm friends with someone ugly. Just disappear. You're worthless to me now.
Don't worry, we're not friends anymore.
Finally, you understand. Goodbye. Though I never considered you a friend anyway.
Right. I always thought we were friends, so this hurts. But if we were never friends to begin with, I guess I don't need to feel sad. Well then, enjoy your wedding.
Just make sure you're gone before any more guests arrive.
You know what's funny? I defended you when others called you shallow.
What?
They were right about you all along. Goodbye, Emma. Hey, Tyler, sorry, but could you come pick me up right away?
Huh? What about the wedding? It should just be starting now, right?
Well, I got kicked out of the venue. I
What?
didn't even make it to the ceremony.
What happened? Are you okay?
She told me, "You're fat and ugly, so get out." It was my high school classmate, the bride. Guess she was shocked by how different I look now.
Different? You mean your pregnancy? Is she insane?
Yeah, but she doesn't like that I've gained some weight. I'm standing outside the venue right now.
Of course you look different from high school. You're pregnant and with twins. Of course your belly is big. It's completely normal. Kicking you out for that is absolutely unacceptable.
I feel so stupid. I spent 3 hours getting ready for this.
Don't let her make you feel bad. You look beautiful.
Apparently, she only invited me because she thought I was still thin like in high school. I even wrote about my pregnancy in my RSVP to the invitation, but she seemed like she had no idea. I wonder if she even read it.
Wait, where exactly are you right now?
In front of the main entrance. It's getting kind of cold.
Okay, I'm coming to get you right now. Should be there in about 10 minutes. Just hang in there a bit.
Thanks, that's a relief. Actually, I'm soaking wet because she threw beer on me.
What? It's still cold out, even though it's spring, and she left you outside while you're wet? Okay, I'm taking every shortcut possible. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
You don't need to rush.
Yes, I do. You're carrying our babies.
The security guard offered to let me wait in the lobby, but Emma might see me.
Who cares what she thinks? Get inside.
I don't want to cause any more trouble.
Rachel, please go inside. I'm on my way and I'll be there ASAP. Just stay warm while you wait.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Don't worry about anything else. We're going straight to get you warm and dry.
Thank you for answering so quickly.
Of course. No one treats my wife like this.
Thanks to you, the wedding went perfectly yesterday. Kicking you out was definitely the right call.
You're actually messaging me to brag about this?
Just wanted you to know what you missed.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for you then. Guess getting kicked out was worth it.
It really was. The photos came out amazing. See, my husband is such an elite and he's really handsome, so all the guests were gorgeous, successful people. I only invited beautiful friends who match my level. Thanks to that, the venue was full of beautiful people, and you know how those types are great at keeping the energy up. It was a perfect wedding.
Sounds like it was a hugely successful wedding.
Oh, it was beyond successful. Everyone looked perfect in the photos. His parents even praised me, saying, "Beautiful people only attract other beautiful people." I'm so glad I kicked out an ugly girl like you.
You're still calling me an ugly girl?
Well, what else should I call you?
Well, I had a pretty rough time being left outside soaking wet.
That's what you get for being ugly. But seriously, who would have thought the school beauty would end up like this? Your hideous appearance still makes me laugh when I think about it. It's tragic.
You realize you're putting all this in writing, right?
Why does that matter?
And about that tragic end comment, I actually like who I am now and have never thought of it as tragic, so I'd appreciate if you'd stop saying things like that.
Sorry. I guess you're doing your best despite being ugly. Must be harder falling from pretty to ugly than just being ugly from the start.
If you're not actually sorry, don't bother apologizing. Your laughing apologies aren't making me feel any better.
Oh, come on. It's impossible not to laugh. The person I hated most ended up as a fat, ugly loser. This is just too entertaining.
What did I ever do to make you hate me so much?
You really want to know?
Yes, I do.
Just you breathing was annoying enough. Being around you constantly reminded me how unattractive I was. Throughout high school, I kept wishing you'd become miserable.
You really thought all that?
Every single day in high school. I bet you looked down on me in high school, too. A pretty girl like you could have any friends you wanted, but you chose to keep me around. I must have been a convenient prop to make you look even better, right?
I never once thought of you that way. You were genuinely important to me as a friend. Like you said, I was quiet and shy and had trouble making friends, but you actively talked to me. We were in the same club, went out together during breaks. I had fun with you.
That was all just to use you. Pretty girls shouldn't get all the good things in life. You were just convenient as a friend for those reasons.
Emma.
Don't act all sad now. It's pathetic. I worked hard to become pretty enough, and now I've married an elite lawyer and become a winner in life. So now it's my turn to live the good life. You can enjoy your loser life as a fat, ugly person.
That might not work out. With my loving husband and the twins I'm carrying, my future is looking pretty successful too.
What? Twins? You're pregnant? You mean that big belly isn't just fat?
Well, some of it is fat. My metabolism is actually too high and I keep losing weight during pregnancy. The doctor told me to eat more. I've been having hamburgers every day lately.
Wait, what? What? You mean that was a baby bump? I totally thought you just gotten fat.
I wrote about the pregnancy in my RSVP to your invitation. From your reaction, I guess you really didn't read it.
Why would I bother reading those? I just assumed you'd still be pretty like in high school. All I needed to know was that you were coming.
Right, because guests are just props for your bragging. As long as they look good, nothing else matters.
That's not...
That's why you kicked me out when you saw my body had changed, and because of that, I caught a cold. But I guess you don't care about the health of someone who isn't worth showing off.
A cold? When did that happen?
Last night, after standing in wet clothes in the cold.
Wait, you caught a cold? Are you okay, being pregnant and all?
Suddenly you care?
I didn't mean to make you sick.
Of course I'm not okay. They can't give me cold medicine because I'm pregnant, so I'm just getting by on IV drips, which is why you'll be paying all my medical bills.
What? I have to pay?
The hospital bills are already adding up.
You can't just demand money from me. Do you really mean that it was my fault?
Obviously, it's clearly your fault for throwing beer on me and leaving me out in the cold.
But surely you can afford the medical bills. Why make such a big deal about it?
Because actions have consequences.
This is ridiculous. You can't prove anything.
Yep, I figured you'd argue about this. That's why I've already handed the whole thing over to my husband.
Husband? You're married too?
Being pregnant usually means there's a husband involved, right? So I'm letting our husbands sort this out. You and I would just go in circles anyway.
What?
My husband should have already contacted your husband. Make sure to tell him we need a quick response for me.
You're kidding, right? What have you done?
Was that a problem?
If you ask my husband for medical bills, you'll find out I kicked you out. You didn't tell them I kicked you out because you were ugly, did you?
Should I have lied about why you did it?
You didn't record any of this, did you?
Of course I told them everything. How else would we convince an elite lawyer husband of yours?
What?
The security cameras probably caught everything too.
Security cameras?
If we just made demands without hard evidence, a lawyer could probably argue against us. We needed to prove you were completely at fault. That's where these messages come in handy.
No.
Plus, my husband is furious about this. He was like, how dare she make my pregnant Rachel catch a cold, and calling her ugly is unforgivable. He's determined to get both medical compensation and an apology.
He's just trying to intimidate us.
Is he? He seemed pretty serious about pursuing this.
No. He's super strict about public image. This can't be happening. He can't find out about this.
As a lawyer, he probably wants to avoid trouble, right?
Wait, that's it! Maybe my husband can crush you two instead!
Excuse me?
A skilled lawyer can turn black into white. Getting a demand for medical bills from some ugly couple doesn't scare me. We could call it harassment and countersue for doctor fees.
You really want to make this messier than it already is?
My husband will destroy you in court.
Go ahead and try if you can. A truly skilled lawyer wouldn't betray an important client.
Huh? Client?
Think about it carefully.
What do you mean?
Even elite lawyers need clients to make a living. Any smart lawyer would understand how stupid it is to anger a client who brings in business.
Wait a minute. Are you saying your husband is connected to my husband's work?
Seems that way. My husband runs a company, and apparently your husband was hired as the company's legal counsel.
What?
You didn't know?
That can't be true.
To be specific, he hired the law firm where your husband works, and your husband is his assigned lawyer.
That's impossible! What are the odds?
I was surprised when I first found out too. Small world, isn't it?
You're lying! You must be lying!
Why would I lie? The truth is bad enough.
Oh no! Your husband is an important client? And I kicked out his pregnant wife? And made her catch a cold? This is really bad, isn't it?
Now you're starting to understand.
Please, there must be something we can do!
Glad you finally understand your situation. Well, I'm still not feeling great, so I should rest. Looking forward to your prompt response.
Wait, don't go yet!
The doctor said I need rest. Goodbye, Emma.
What am I going to do? Rachel, your husband officially contacted my husband's firm. The firm's boss called him in this morning, and my husband is furious. He said we might lose the legal counsel contract because of this, and I might get fired over this.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Please, you have to help me.
Help you with what exactly?
That's all you have to say? Your friend is in huge trouble.
Huh? Which friend are you talking about? We're not friends, remember?
Oh!
Your words, not mine.
I didn't mean what I said before.
So I'm not really sure why you're coming to me crying about this.
I take it all back. Look, I'll apologize for everything. For the other day, and for everything in high school too. I was just jealous of how pretty you were. I was envious and looked down on you for no reason. I'm so sorry.
Now you're sorry? Not when you were laughing about making me sick?
I really mean it this time.
You were so arrogant when you were mocking me, but you break down pretty easily, huh?
Please, I'm really sorry. My husband might divorce me over this. He's that angry. I have to avoid divorce somehow.
Divorce already?
He won't even look at me now.
You just had this fancy wedding, right? Must be embarrassing, having all those people celebrate your marriage only to get divorced days later.
I know. It's horrible. I'll do anything. I'll even bow down on my knees. Please convince your husband. If he reconsiders canceling the contract, maybe my husband won't lose his job.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Well, as you offered to do anything, let's go with that. But you'll be apologizing to me last. First, you need to apologize to everyone else.
Huh? Everyone else?
There are quite a few people you need to make things right with.
What do you mean?
All the people you used however you wanted. I heard you turned down friends who wanted to come to the wedding because they were ugly.
Well, that's...
And you forced pretty girls to attend even though you weren't close to them. You used to make fun of their looks in school, but now that they're attractive, you suddenly acted all high and mighty, sending them invitations.
High and mighty? No, I just kindly invited them.
Really? That's not what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard you kept pressuring them to come even after they refused, saying you didn't need wedding gifts. Sometimes you even threatened them with your lawyer husband to make them attend.
How do you know all that?
Your perfect guests were quite talkative.
You contacted them?
I got curious and contacted some people who were at the venue.
What?
You said you only invited pretty people, but there were clearly some people you barely knew, like girls from different classes and clubs in high school. I thought it was weird, so I asked around. Turns out they were basically threatened into coming. That led me to discover everything else.
No.
Did you think they wouldn't talk to each other about how you treated them?
They're just jealous of my perfect wedding.
Still not getting it, are you? Make sure you apologize to everyone properly. Tell them I'm sorry for forcing you to participate in my self-centered wedding. Then come apologize to me last. If you do that, I'll try to convince my husband.
To think I'd have to do this much apologizing.
Oh, but remember, I said I'll try to convince him. Whether your husband forgives you is a different story.
You mean the apologies might be pointless?
Actually, they'll probably be pointless. My husband is that angry with you.
No.
It's up to you what you want to do. Personally, I'd rather not see your face again.
Really?
Of course! After all that fat and ugly talk, after saying I never thought of you as a friend, obviously I hate you now.
But...
I have to go. My doctor's appointment is starting.
Please don't go.
Well, goodbye.
Rachel!
Afterward, Emma frantically apologized to all the classmates she had dragged into her wedding, and finally came to me and got down on her knees to apologize. She paid the medical bills I had requested, and in response to her sincerity, my husband withdrew the cancellation of their contract. He decided to continue using Emma's husband's law firm as legal counsel. However, Emma ended up receiving divorce papers from her husband, who said, "I don't need a wife who interferes with my work." She tried hard to convince him otherwise, but as expected of an elite lawyer, he wouldn't listen to any of Emma's opinions or arguments, and she had to sign the divorce papers while crying.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.